everyone, my name is Gabby and it is Monday, July 19th, and I am officially documenting the day that Big Time Rush announced their comeback tour. You may or may not remember, back in 2019, I uploaded a video to this channel celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Big Time Rush by taking a walk down memory lane and discussing my experience in the fandom. I talked about my first time watching Big Time Rush, some of my first Big Time Rush memories, I talked about the concerts that I attended, I talked about meeting the guys, I talked about my experience in the fandom, I talked about having an Instagram fan page, I talked about what the community meant to me, and I ended the video with sort of talking about like, won't there be a reunion? And I very much was on the side of I don't think it's gonna happen. Because at that point, the guys had gotten so many questions about will a Big Time Rush reunion happen, and so much obfuscating and dancing around the subject was being done, and it was very much, you know, it'll have to be the right place and the right time, and you never know. So they weren't saying like flat out no to it, but there was a lot of like, most likely not. Like that was definitely the vibe I was getting, and that made sense. The guys were on completely different life paths, and I think there was also the underlying assumption that if a Big Time Rush reunion was gonna happen, Nickelodeon would have to be involved in some capacity. And if you're a real Big Time Rush fan and you've been around since like the 2010s, you all know that that's not, you don't want that. Nobody wants that. So in my mind, I was very much like, I don't think it's going to happen. They were also just living in like completely different places, so it'd be very difficult for them to get together and to be able to make this happen. And there's just so many obstacles that seem to tell me there's no way. And so, at most, I thought, like, maybe they'll sit down for dinner again, maybe they'll, like, you know, catch up together, like, you know, maybe we'll get something. But I don't think that's gonna be, like, a full-out reunion tour. Like, that just seemed so highly improbable and out of the cards. Then the pandemic happens, and it felt like there was a shift, and something changed. A lot of things changed during the pandemic, but for the Big Time Rush fandom, it felt different. They filmed this video of the four of them sort of greeting everyone and sort of wishing them well, and then they did the acoustic of Worldwide, and then on their individual Instagram accounts, they were inviting each other on for Instagram lives and IGTV videos, and they just seemed to be spending more time together virtually. And then we got the beautiful Christmas video around the end of 2020, and it just felt like we were seeing more of the guys together. And that was the extent of like what I thought was ever gonna happen again. Like there was a part of me that was like, you know, we're in a pandemic, there's no way they're planning something, like we don't know when the pandemic is gonna end, and it's still technically not over, you know. Anyway, things are getting better until they get worse, but hoping that's not gonna happen. There's still a part of me that was feeling good, but I was thinking like this is, you know, this is nice, like they're all friends, this is normal, it doesn't mean a reunion is going to happen. Fast forward to July, and all of the guys changed their profile pictures to this red circle on Instagram. I'm now thinking something's up, and I didn't find out about it until I went on Twitter and one of my friends pointed it out, and I was like, what is happening? And I went to Instagram and I confirmed it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the thing. They all have red circles, they have to be planning something. In my mind, I knew that it couldn't be like we're doing an acoustic version of a song or something minor, because they would just come out with it. They wouldn't have this whole coordinated social media plan. There's no way. That would be ridiculous. But I didn't want to hope for a reunion tour. Again, it just seemed like too wild in my mind. All these things that I was telling myself like, no way. Then we finally find out that Monday, today, an announcement is going to come. I'm taking a walk with my mom, and I haven't slept that well because I was just getting so overwhelmed about what the announcement is going to be. And then look down at my phone and I see a notification from the Big Time Rush Twitter account, and all I see is Big Time Rush in Chicago, and I just lose my shit. Oh my god, they're doing a reunion tour. Their first date is gonna be in Chicago, and it's gonna be at the Chicago Theater, which is less than a mile away from my dorm. This is perfect. It is everything falling into place, everything I've ever wanted and more. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even get to watch the video until like I got back home, or I watched it when I was in the car, but I was having issues with like the audio in my car because my phone was connected to Bluetooth and it was being weird, so I wasn't like fully processing what was happening. I finally watched that video, and it is one of the best comeback videos I have ever seen. I love that the humor for it is very deadpan. It's like starts with Kendall walking in the woods and he hears the voiceover and he's like, I was in Big Time Rush years ago, like that's over, that's done. And then they bring up James and Bandana Man, and then they bring up Carlos in the helmet, and then we finally get to Logan and he's playing Operation, and it's all very much of the tone and guise of like, we don't need Big Time, like that's a thing from our past, like we've moved on, and this voiceover being like, no, like we need Big Time Rush. We need Big Time Rush to save the day. And it's beautiful and it's glorious, and it feels like everything that we've sort of been feeling in the past few years, being like, is a Big Time Rush reunion ever gonna happen? You know, it was a lot of like, this is over. And now I'm realizing that this was probably years in the making, so were they like messing with us? You know, was that like the coy response and now they're throwing it back in our face and being like, ha? I don't know what to do about that, because this had to have been years in the making. And it's crazy to me that we're finally at a point where it's happening. I can't, like, again, I never thought it was gonna happen, and it's not that I didn't want it to happen. I of course, am thrilled about this, but there was just, every part of me was telling me there's no way. So, you're welcome, because I feel like if I'd been like, yes, a reunion's happening and all the signs are there, I would have jinxed it, because that's just who I am. I mean, look at me. I have Big Time Rush bracelets from tours. I still have these that I bought online. I still have my VIP passes. This one is from the Better With You tour in 2012, which is the first time I saw them. This is fake. This is real VIP passes. I met them using these on the summer break tour. And I have this short from the summer tour in 2012. Yeah, I'm still a rusher. I've been here since like 2010. This show is like a large part of my childhood. It's the reason why I wanted to go into journalism. The pilot episode aired a day before my 9th birthday. The show feels connected to everything of who I am as a person, and then the band as well, obviously. I went out and bought those albums the day that they came out. I listened to the music all the time. I cried myself to sleep listening to that music when I felt like an outcast because everyone else was a One Direction fan and I was a Big Time Rush fan, and I had nobody who I could share this with while I was in middle school. But I had the Instagram platform, and I had my Instagram. That was like where I hung out with other rushers, and I had community there, and it felt like, you know, there was something, and we got to celebrate the guys winning a Kids' Choice Award and the highs and lows and everything, and that was like my space. You know, that was the first time I ever found fandom, and I think that's the reason why, you know, I have this whole YouTube channel, because I felt community there in a way that I wasn't able to get access to anywhere else, and I wouldn't have decided to make a YouTube channel if I hadn't had such a good experience in the Big Time Rush fandom. And I'm so excited that I'm gonna be able to, hopefully, if I get tickets, which I'm gonna try my hardest, if I get tickets, like, I will get to be in a Big Time Rush venue at a concert for the first time since August 2013, and I will be old enough to legally drink, which is wild to me, like how much time has passed, and I'm just so excited. There may be new music coming, who knows? Literally the possibilities are endless, but this is the beginning of something big and something extraordinary, and I'm so excited to be a part of it, and I wanted to document this moment. And I really hope that all the people who have been around since 2009, 2010, that you get to enjoy this moment and celebrate it, and that as many rushers who've been in this community for the long haul as possible get to be a part of this new journey, this new beginning for Big Time Rush. Like, this is truly extraordinary, because this isn't the Jonas Brothers, who are all related. These are people who have 4 completely different lives deciding to come back together and to tour again and to put other aspects of their life on hold for this. I'm so grateful and thrilled that this is happening again. I'm so excited for the musical journey to continue.
Hey! Big Time Rush is back!
Big Time Rush is back! Oh my god. I can't believe it. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I don't even, how am I even filming this video right now? Like, I can't even wrap my mind around the fact that this is actually happening. And I don't feel like I will until I'm in the venue and it's happening. And I'm just so overwhelmed and grateful. Like, thank you to all the people who've put time and effort into making this tour happen and planning all of this, probably even during a pandemic. I would love a Netflix special. I know this is asking for too much, but like the behind the scenes of the putting this all together and the rehearsals, and there's so much coming, and we're gonna get behind the scenes pictures and videos and things. Like, it's gonna be extraordinary. I'm very excited to see what songs are going to perform. Hopefully this is gonna be the beginning of a whole new wave of content to put on my channel that I'm gonna pre-film in what little time I have this semester, of like tier ranking Big Time Rush songs and predicting what the set list is gonna be and reacting to other updates that we get on tour. We're gonna be basically, this channel's becoming a Big Time Rush fan account now. We're going full rusher mode. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm so excited to be a part of this next chapter in the rusher community. I'm so excited to see the guys trending on social media. I'm so excited to see so many people signing up and getting excited about this tour. But if you are an OG rusher, I hope you get to enjoy it the most, because we earned it. We've been here for the long haul. I'm probably not gonna post this until Wednesday afternoon once I get tickets, fingers crossed, and I'll have an update that I'll add in here. Okay, it is Wednesday morning at 11:03 a.m. Central Time, and I have secured my ticket to the Big Time Rush concert in Chicago in December. Oh my god, was it one of the most stressful ticket buying experiences I have ever been a part of. Tickets for the New York date go on sale an hour before the Chicago date, and everyone is already like, they sold out right away. This was a mess and just absolute chaos. So I knew that that was gonna happen. Like, I was absolutely not surprised. I was like, yep, cool, just confirming my deepest fears. I get into the queue for Chicago, and it's just a countdown, and then the getting into the queue and the waiting room and all of that, and it's taking like half an hour for me to finally get in, and then I do, and there's just nothing there, like absolutely nothing available, just blank, like no tickets available. And I keep refreshing, and every time I try to go buy a ticket, somebody's already got them, somebody's already got them. Tried to get in my phone, same thing, didn't work, and I tried on my like laptop a few times, and it was just, nothing was available. And then I suddenly clicked on the ticket that I ended up buying, and it went through, and I was like, what? Like, I was so unprepared and caught off guard because I was just thinking it wasn't gonna happen, but I just clicked on like the first thing that was available because that's like all there was. I literally, like, I didn't even look at like what the ticket, what, like where it is, like I just bought it without, like, I didn't even look at the price, like I was just like, which is majorly privileged on my part that I can do that. But I am going to be working so hard for this ticket. I'm gonna be working 3 paying jobs starting, you know, in a few weeks. I am gonna be working super hard throughout the semester. So by the time this day comes, I will have earned this ticket, and it's in a good spot. It's not like pit, it's not front row, but it's a nice decent seat, like close to the front on the main floor. And that's, at this point, all I can ask for, because hopefully they'll announce more dates. I have a ticket from Ticketmaster that is legit, that will get me in. But I'm so in shock and in awe right now that I actually have a ticket, and I just it doesn't feel as satisfying as I thought it would be, because the whole experience was so stressful and overwhelming. I just think I'm just in awe and in shock. Like, I just kind of can't believe that this is happening. Like, I said that when I filmed on Monday, like, I don't think I'm gonna process until I'm literally in the venue. And there's so many things that could happen until December. Like, COVID cases could rise, like there could be a snowstorm because it's Chicago in December. Like, literally, like, I feel like there's no guarantee that this is actually gonna happen until I'm literally inside the venue. And another thing is there wasn't any VIP options, so I don't think they're gonna be doing a meet and greet or any of that. And if they do, like, announce VIP add-ons, I don't even, oh, man, the like struggle of having to get those, it would not even, I spent a lot of money on my ticket, and I'll end up paying it off in about a month of working once I start all of my jobs and class resumes for the semester. Yeah, we did it. I just, and hopefully that update was good. I feel like I have so many other thoughts, and they're just all gone and blank from my mind because I just can't believe this is happening. When I found out, I literally came home and I just cried on my pillow. I'm gonna now go and blast some Big Time Rush. I'm gonna rewatch the show. We're gonna celebrate because Big Time Rush is back. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's been a very long day for me. I also got brand new Cherry Flavor news, so new Jeff Ward content, which is great for me. Practical Jokers also announced a tour, and they're gonna be in Chicago on New Year's Eve. So many crazy things are happening, and it's been a very, very long day for me. But it's been a good day, and it's definitely a day I'm never going to forget, and I'm very, very excited for December. So on that note, it's been very fun to get to freak out and get to celebrate with friends. People who I didn't even know were rushers that are freaking out about this, and getting to, you know, have community in that. It's been a good day, and I'm having fun reacting and documenting it here. This will be great to look back on a few years from now. On that note, thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time with a new one. Goodbye.
One more time. All right. 2, 3.
Bye.